Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to just do a casual little purely whispers video where I answer your questions. I haven't done a Q&A in forever. I feel like the last time I did just like a full Q&A was the reading your assumptions about me, which I guess technically isn't a Q&A, but still you like learn about me and whatever. But yeah, I know this isn't the most exciting video, but I am absolutely dead this semester with school. I've been so busy. I'm taking over full time. I'm at like nearly 20 credit hours, and I have to go to class every single day from like 9 to 3 p.m. like bang bang bang, and I'm in like 2 science and a math class. It's just, there's a lot going on. So quite frankly, I'm tired and I just want to sit and talk to you guys. So I thought this would be a good idea. So I asked you on my Instagram to send me some questions. I haven't even really read through them. I'm just gonna like pick them as I go. But yeah, if you ever want to be featured in the next Q&A or just want to provide input, I always ask for like requests on there or do little polls. So check out my Instagram at HaleyJean. It's linked down below, and you can follow me there, and that's where I connect with you guys the most. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and hop right in. Maddie Grace 824 asked, what's your favorite makeup palette? I would say, honestly, if I could only pick like one palette, oh, that's hard. For like an everyday look, definitely the Anastasia, either the Soft Glam or Modern Renaissance. Those are like peak. Soft Glam is more like brown and neutral tones, but Modern Renaissance is like red and really warm. I love Modern Renaissance, but I'd probably pick Soft Glam just because it is a little bit more wearable. But lately I've been doing a lot of like colorful makeup looks, so I've really been enjoying the NYX rainbow palette and even the James Charles Morphe palette. I'm really not the biggest fan of James Charles, but it is a solid rainbow palette, so yeah. One of a Kind Me asked, what is your favorite color and why? I think my favorite color is pretty much has always been blue, like a really bright blue. I mean, even like a pale blue. I don't know. Navy is great. All kinds of blue. I have blue eyes, and I always get compliments on my eyes, so maybe that's why I picked it. My favorite Disney character is Stitch, and he's blue. Something really draws me to the color blue. I'm also a Pisces. That I mentioned that in like every video, but my birthstone is aquamarine, which is blue, like a light blue. So I feel like I am the physical embodiment of blue, so I love blue. So Orla Murphy 94 asked if I've ever been to Ireland, and then the Adventures of Rain Dance, I think is what it says. It's like asked about New Zealand. So I'll just kind of talk about places I have been. I have been to Canada. I've been to places all around the US. I haven't been like every single state, but I road trip here and there. So I've been to like Florida, New York, California, Montana, Idaho, Arizona, you know, all over. I've been to Alaska. I have not been to Hawaii. I'd love to go to Hawaii. I've been to Mexico many times. I've been to the Bahamas, several islands around there. I went to Jamaica last year. Yeah, so I've kind of been more on around like North America. Nothing all the way over in like Europe or Asia. Indonesia or anything, but I would love to visit. I think my dream trip right now that I kind of want to plan sometime the next few years is just like a big Europe trip where I go like see some of the big cities and just kind of like travel around there. That would be like my dream. But no, I've never been to either New Zealand or Ireland. I'd like to go to Australia too, and Japan would be super cool. I don't know, I want to travel a lot, but I can't afford it right now. Sarah Ashburn 19 asked, what brand of lashes do you use? They always look amazing. Thank you. Right now, so I use pretty much 2 brands the majority of the time. No, 3. Right now I'm using the On Fleek box lashes. They're in the style Naughty. For today, the On Fleek box lashes are the ones that I use when I'm like, I want to like have a bougie eye makeup moment. It's a subscription box, but you can also buy the lashes individually, and they are like anywhere from $15 to $20. And then if it's like a casual everyday look, my top 2 are definitely the Demi Wispies by Ardell. They're just classic, and the Shop Miss A AOA Studio Style in Alexis, which are $1, and those are great, both everyday, just really affordable lashes under $10. But yeah. The Tall Witch asked, how often do you dye your hair? I don't know if you can tell by my root grow out, I have not dyed my hair in a little while. I went through a kick kind of over the summer where I tried a bunch of different hair colors. I was purple and pink and silver, but that's just temporary dye. It's not like permanent, so it washes out after a few weeks. But I will bleach my hair probably like once a year, just to kind of bleach the roots and get it back to matching the lighter blonde down here. But yeah, I actually haven't done anything to my hair in a while. I'm letting my bangs grow out and my roots are growing in, so yeah. I do it all at home as well because I can't afford no $800, because when you dye my hair with how long it is and how thick it is, it takes so much product and so much time, so it's always like hundreds of dollars. Annalise asked, what year are you in college? I'm leaving for college in August. Congrats, I hope you enjoy it. I'm a junior right now. Technically it's my 2nd year, but in credits I'm a junior, so I just say I'm a junior. That's from like rollover credits from high school. But yeah, honestly, I am really enjoying my experience like socially with school. I really started to enjoy that this year as a junior. It took me a while to like come out of my shell. I think also having like roommates instead of just like living with a boyfriend or whatever, like actually having to have roommates really brought me out of my shell, and then I meet friends for them. And but yeah, this year has been a really good one so far. Academically though, spring semester I am dead inside, but like socially I'm definitely having a lot more fun this year than I have in my other ones. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher this username. Zwant J. Lawin said, do you want kids? I think one day, eventually, yes. My max would be like 2 though. Like, I am not somebody that sees myself having a big family. I also don't think it's sustainable or needed with the population that we have right now. I feel like if you have so many kids, it's like, why? 2 would be my max. I've always said I want to have 1 kid, and then if I like need it to have a friend so I can have some alone time, I'll have a 2nd one. But that's never really been my focus or like my dream. I know a lot of people dream of like, I want to be a mom, I want to be a dad, I want to have kids. Like, that's a goal. I think that's just something that like, it's like kind of a bucket list. Like, I definitely would like to have a kid, but it's definitely not on the forefront of my mind right now. So Loliri use and how do you apply it. Love you, queen. Love you too. I'm new to, like, slightly new to the fake tanning game. I tried fake tanning like maybe once in high school and made my legs bright orange and it was a mess. But I think I just got tired of looking so pale all the time. And I was like, you know what, a little fake tan, you can have a little fake tan as a treat. So I started testing out some stuff, and I first started by using the Island of Paradise tanning foam and the tanning drops. The tanning foam, I have the clear one, and that was my mistake. I don't recommend like a clear self tanner. It's just, you can't see where you're applying it, so you don't know where you're gonna have streaks. The consistency is really nice, the like how fast it dries, and the color is really good. But I just made the mistake of getting the clear one. The drops, however, the little self-tanning drops, I love those for tanning your face. Amazing. You just mix like a drop with your moisturizer, and you wake up in the morning and your face is like matching your neck, so that's nice. But then I went out and I bought just at Walmart the bee tan, I think. And it's just like $10, and I got the lightest color. I'm not one of those like I'm super pale, and I think it's too much. It's overkill if you're like a really pale girl or guy and you're using like the ultra dark, like that's it's not my jig. I'm not trying to look a different race, but I get the lightest shade, and I use that with like a mitt I got on Amazon. It's like a really nice high quality one. I'll do a whole video on like my fake tanning process if you guys want, once I like for sure perfect everything. But so I apply that and then I sleep in it. It's supposed to be a 1 hour tan, but I find that in 1 hour when I rinse it off it just goes away and then there's like no change. So when I sleep in it overnight, I wake up, rinse it, and I'm good to go. And that one's really nice. Even though it's affordable, I haven't had any issues with like streakiness or the color being like really orange and weird. So yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's just called Bee Tan, and you can get it at like Walmart or your local drugstore. It's also on Amazon as well. Okay. Gray Rubel asked, are you still doing the giveaway? Yes, if you guys watched my makeup decluttering videos, I am doing a huge makeup giveaway. So I will link down below the first giveaway video so you can figure out how to enter and all that stuff and learn more about it. But the giveaway is still open as of today that I upload this video. It won't be open until a few weeks from now at least, so just go watch that video if you're interested. But yes, it's still open. Okay, Michelle VP asked, who's your favorite Gossip Girl character? Gossip Girl's one of my favorite shows from like when I was in middle school. I loved it. Honestly, I'd probably have to go with the classic Serena. I loved Serena. I was never really that big of a Blair. I feel like most people like Blair and Chuck. Not my vibe. Also, I feel like Chuck is overrated, and he was like, I think I went back and watched the beginning of Gossip Girl like a few years ago, and like the first season, Chuck is absolutely awful. He is so sexist and misogynistic and just gross. Anyway, I really like Serena. She's just like Lily's so hot. I can't get over it. And honestly, I really liked Dan too. So, and Jenny. I liked Jenny until she left and did that whole thing with Chuck. Then I was like, what are you doing? But I did really like Jenny at first. Gwen.Lucy asked, would you not be friends with someone because of their sign? No. As someone that really likes talking and learning about astrology and just exploring it, I feel like this is a common misconception about that. Like, oh, you're not gonna talk to me because I'm a like Taurus. No, that's not at all. That's so dumb. Crazy.Hogan asked, she asked, are you politically active? How do you develop your opinions through family, research, etc.? Yes, I try to be as frustration level. I have a really big pet peeve. It's kind of probably annoying to other people, but like, I hate when people like don't vote, or they only vote for like the big presidential election in America. They won't vote like for your local elections or even the primaries. The primaries just happened, and it frustrates me how many people just don't care. Like, and then they like complain about who gets elected. It's like, I don't know, pet peeve. And also people that are like, I don't care about politics. I just feel like that's such a privileged way of thinking, that like politics are very important, and bills and laws and stuff that gets passed and people that we elect can change the world, and also they can be responsible for people dying. Like, people, it's literally like the epitome of like, that's great, Karen, that you don't care about politics, but like, people are literally dying. And as somebody that grew up, and I do have privilege 100%, I feel like it's important for those of us that have that privilege to use it to help other people. So yes, I'm very politically active, and it's a big pet peeve of mine when people are not. But the way I form my opinions, initially, I feel like growing up, a lot of people get their political views from their family, but I learned through schooling and everything, question everything. So definitely my own research and interests. My political view is quite different than a lot of my extended family, and that's all right. I just do my own research and keep up with what's happening, current events, and read up on people that are, you know, running for offices and what their policies are, what they stand for, how that aligns with me. And I encourage everyone to do the same. I think it's very important. So, yeah. Oh, and also, if you like follow my Instagram, you probably know that I tend to post some political stuff. Sorry if that's annoying, but if I have a platform, I'm gonna try and use it. So. A lot of people are asking about like what my major is and like what I want to do with my life, but I feel like I've answered that so many times. So I think Stephanie Mass Art 77 said, how do you get a guy to like you back? You don't, in a way. Like, you should not be like regularly thinking about like, what can I do to get this guy to like me? The guy that is meant to be for you will like you for you, so just be yourself. And if that guy doesn't like it, oh well, like, that wasn't the person for you. And you know, never like feel like you need to change yourself or do certain things to get a guy to like you. Just be you. And if you're unsure of whether or not a guy likes you, be open and honest. I always say that communication would fix practically everything. Like, just communicate with each other, and if he can't communicate with you back, bye, don't got time for that. It's 2020. We're not dealing with little boys that don't know how to communicate or send a text. Ricky Man said, what's your favorite scent? I like very sweet, yummy, kind of like warm scents, if that makes sense. I don't like anything really fresh or florally. It just reminds me of like grandma's and laundry, and it's not my vibe. I want to smell like a pastry that you just want to take a bite out of, you know. But one of my favorite scents, which is weird because it's like not cheap, it's not expensive, it's very affordable and like basic, is the Warm and Cozy by Victoria's Secret Pink. It's so yummy. Like, oh, if you just like go into Pink and you can smell it. It's just a little body spray. It's not even like a full ass perfume, but it's so good. I love using it. Also, the Lea de Coco, I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's sold at Urban Outfitters, is also really good, and that scent stays on you all day. When I wear that, I get compliments on it all day. The Victoria's Secret Pink one fades pretty quickly, but the Latte Coco one stays on like for hours, and again, smells really good. Both of them are pretty affordable. I'm not one to buy like really expensive perfumes, so relationship questions. It's something that I do quite frequently over there. I mean, when I upload, I'm not currently really uploading on that channel, but when I do, I like to do those types of videos. I think sex education, especially for young women, is very important. So I try to just be like really open and honest and answer your questions. So I have talked about this in my whole like first time experience on that channel, but I was almost 16 and it was with my long-term boyfriend who I'm dating today. So yeah, I don't regret it or anything. Tanta Clinica asked, how long does it take you to get ready in the morning? So there's like two options for this. The first option would be like, I'm going to class and I want to sleep and I'm exhausted and I'm just can't be bothered. That takes me about 20 minutes to get ready. I get up, throw on an outfit, brush my hair, brush my teeth, put in my contacts, like, but if I'm gonna like get up and like get ready, like if I was gonna like look like this, it takes me about an hour. I usually do my hair like the night before, no matter what. Like if I want it curled or straight, I'll make sure it's like good to go. So I don't really ever have to worry about that. So I just do, if I want to like do my makeup, it takes me about an hour. April.Miles asked thoughts on doing crime videos. I'm assuming that she means like true crime videos. That's a pretty popular video style in the ASMR community. I don't think I will ever do them for two reasons. The first reason is that it is so overly saturated. So many channels do true crime videos, and I feel like mine would just be like thrown in the mix. There are so many other great channels that you can go and watch that do them really well, and I don't ever want to like, you know, tread on those channels or, you know, have to compete with that. They already do it amazingly, so I don't feel like there's anything that I could contribute to it extra. Secondly, when it comes to true crime, I also just don't feel comfortable talking about these stories because these are real people and they have families and friends, and I would hate for like one of their family members to like watch one of my videos if I'm talking about like an unsolved murder, and just having to like resurface all that. And also like if they didn't approve of the video, it just seems like a lot of like ethical implications that I'm just not ready to have to think about. So yeah, I probably won't ever, but there are some great channels out there that do them if you are interested in that stuff. The next question is from Emily Weems, and it says, girl, I feel like you totally went through a confidence glow up this past year. What's your secret? Now I'm gonna keep it real and candid with you all. Heartbreak, 100%. And I think when I say that, I want to clear this up as well. I get a lot of questions about my relationship and stuff like that. I am dating my long-term boyfriend that I had in high school, but we broke up like the beginning of last year, I think, and we took a year apart. Like it wasn't like we broke up and then got back together like 2 weeks later and like blah. Like we took a year apart to be friends and date other people. We had never really explored that outside of high school. So when we broke up as with the mindset like we aren't getting back together. That was never the plan. It was never a goal. It was never like on each other's mind at all. We maintained friends throughout the whole year. When I say I went through heartbreak last year, it was not with Josh at all. Josh and I's breakup was very amicable and very mature. He's the most mature guy I've ever been with, so yeah. But during that time where we were broken up, I was talking to and dating and seeing other people. Nothing ever got to be serious, like boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, but I was talking to one person specifically who really did break my heart, and I am still dealing with that. But yeah, so when that happened, I just glowed the fuck up, I guess. And I think after dating other people on both sides, that's when Josh and I were like, okay, after I got my heart broken, after he realized there was like, he wasn't interested in anybody else really, as friends, we kind of reevaluated and we're like, you know what, like, we've worked through the issues and we got back together. So that's kind of like a small little update on like my relationship life, because I know y'all ask about it. But yeah, so I did go through heartbreak with someone that is not Josh. I think just having to get over that, I gained more confidence in myself, and nothing looks better on a girl than when she gets over a stupid boy, and that like post-breakup glow, it be hitting different. So yeah, that's it. I just went through a lot of shit last year, so I came out hotter, I guess. I don't know. Last question for this video is from Annalia, and it says, how did you manage to not go to your senior year of high school? So some of you guys may know I technically graduated as a junior in high school. I graduated a year early. I did walk with my class, like when they graduated as seniors, I walked with them, but I was finished with school the year before that. And I decided to do that so I could pursue work and YouTube. I will say 2 things that helped me do this the most. I took online gym all throughout high school and part of middle school. I hated gym. I've never been athletic, and I just hated it. It was not for me. But because I took it online, it opened up an extra spot in my school schedule, so I had extra credits built up from doing that. And then the second thing, I took Spanish for 4 or 5 years, and once you hit your 4th year Spanish, the way that my school did it was your 4th year of a second language counted as an English credit, or like a just, language arts credit. The one class that really keeps you as a senior. You don't have to take math usually, or history. Most of the time, the only real core class that goes through all 4 years is English. And thanks to my Spanish credit that covered that, I did not need to take English senior year. And then I had extra credits already from taking online classes, like my online gym. So I think I took one extra online class, and I did like a packet, if you guys like it, just like a quick credit thing at the end of my junior year just to get done, and I managed to do it. So the biggest thing that did help me, though, I didn't even know that would have been possible. Go talk to your counselor at the school. Yeah, I just had to sit down and be like, I don't want to go to school. I want to graduate early. How do I do that? And he looked through all my credits and helped me figure it out. Take extra classes.